I feel lost.
Lost? What do you mean?
I feel lost.
Lost? What do you mean?
Yeah, what's up, MK? How you living, man? Just putting in some work. You know what they say, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. So my boy's trying to step ahead of the game. How's your day, though? Uh, Why am I hearing static? Hey, thanks, man. You're good. Glad to hear, man. Hold up. Let me. I'm not sure where this static is coming from. I need to. Anyway. Anyway. Age name for age name and transform clients. The transform sorted and use the lambda function. So I did the opposite. So let's create our AI agent of a you are capable of explaining oh, what is this thing? I'm trying to tell you, Prince, from Python. Okay, now let's feed it a model. Here's an ETL process for Python. I coded. Help me break down the transform. Okay. Another function which decides the sorting should be based on first element of the tuple, age. In this case. Yeah, I know I'm doing that. The question I'm trying to get from here. Yes, I am. All consists could be beneficial for readability if you explicitly state the logic behind why we are pairing age and name together. Each client with age first, then name. Okay. For E extracted. Age, comma, name. Oh, it's like that? This supports separate the data extraction tuple creation from the sorting logic, making it clearer. Okay. Sorting by multiple keys optional. In the future, you want to allow sorting by more than just age, say by name. If ages are the same, you could modify the sort key. For example, you could by age and name. Huh? Part 2 doesn't make sense. Optional enhancements. 3. Handling edge cases. You might want to think about possible edge cases such as happens if no clients are from the specified city. The extract function will return an empty list, which will be fine but will be worth handling differently in the final version. Clients with missing age name fields. Do you need to validate that all clients have valid data? For instance, for clients, the data is incomplete. OBS disconnected. What does that mean? OBS reconnection successful. Is the stream still on? Okay, it's still on. Alright, good to know. I need to start getting into this. The only thing I'm curious about, is there a different way to sort this? I'm not familiar. Okay. The full code with this. Basic data structures and but the full code with this version represents basic data structure and algorithm to serve as a model to solve most problems. Okay. I'll say reference model because we're using this as a reference model to try and solve other types of problems, right? But the full code with this version represents basic data structures and algorithms to serve as a reference model to solve most problems. Foundationally, that's a lot of words. Foundationally solve most program problems, e.g. leet code and hacker rank. Why or why not? Java and using this to store processes and clients both their tuples. Transformative step involves creating tuples, age, name to represent client data as a pair, which is commonly used data structure for grouping data together. Oh, pairing. I see. So if we go back, shoot. Country, what's good, country? Mastermind, what up, bro? I'm well, man. Just focus, trying to solve some of these problems. Level up my my skill set at work. If you don't use it, you lose it, you know? So extract, transform, load. So we're saying for each, so this is how we iterate through a tuple, I see. That's how we iterate through, what's a dictionary? So it's not just the ability to store into these objects or these data structures, but the ability to traverse through them, right? That's also important, the ability to also traverse through these objects. Main algorithms you're using here are filtering. Let me back up, hold on. List tuple dictionaries. The load function using a dictionary to group names by their respective ages. Oh, since we said we only wanted age and name, that's only good for pairing. But we can pair multiple things, right? I see. So I guess I want to tell me more about tuples. Why is it Why use it and when to. Could have used a list. Or what would have been a better because the why is important. Right now it's like I'm doing the drills, but I'm not able to quite understand why. It makes sense to use certain algorithms and data structures in certain situations, right? So tuple is Python collection of ordered immutable elements. Okay, so it's immutable. Remember that. It's similar to a list, but with a key difference. Tuples are immutable, meaning once a tuple is created, its contents cannot be modified. Okay. No item can be changed, added, or removed. Okay. My tuple 1, 2, 3. Characteristics of tuples ordered. Tuples maintain the order of elements just like this. Yeah. Once created, you cannot modify. Tuples cannot contain elements of different types. Integer, strings, object. Oh, okay. Since tuples are immutable, they can be used as keys in dictionaries, unlike lists. Oh, interesting. Okay. It can be used. That's interesting. They are hashable. Integer, strings, objects. Why use tuples over lists? Here are several reasons why you might prefer to use tuple instead of a list. Present situation, immutability for safety. If you're returning a fixed set of values, like a pair of coordinates or a name-age pair, you wouldn't want the data to change after it's been created. This makes tuples preferred choice over lists. Data integrity, okay. Location, 40.7 New York, okay. Altitude, longitude. Latitude, longitude. More memory efficient, slightly faster disk with a internal more performance choice. Oh, interesting. Import this. Okay. Use as a dictionary keys. Okay, that's clear enough. Packing makes it easy to unpack. Where is that coming from? What is packing? Like, what does that mean? Python makes it really easy to pack multiple values into a tuple and unpack them when needed. This feature is often used to return multiple values from a function when dealing with a collection of related data. This kind of packing and unpacking is much cleaner with tuples compared to lists. So what is this? We have clients. So this is a tuple. It has a number and it has a string. We're unpacking this. We say age, name. Oh, okay, I see. That's when you extract out variables from an existing variables into other variables. So it's kind of like a split. And you have age and name here. Okay. Yeah, finally, it's answering the actual question. Here you're creating tuples, age and name for each client. Could a list have been used instead of a tuple? Of Also, using a list instead of a tuple, you could use a list, but using you could use a list, but using a tuple makes more sense in this context for several reasons. Data integrity, okay. Performance, semantic meaning. Tuples are often used for fixed collections of related data, like coordinate or name value pairs. Coordinates I understand, but for name value pairs, by using a tuple, you're signaling to other developers that this is used as a fixed set of values, not a mutable collection. So while you could use a list, tuples are semantically more appropriate here when to use lists instead of tuples. You need mutability. You expect to change data over time, okay? Related pair, and it could also introduce unintended data modification risks. Summarize this usage for two. Immutability, performance. But should not change, making your intent clearer to others. So that's by way of immutability. We have semantic meaning. Dictionary keys. Tuples can be used as dictionary keys because they are hashable. What do I don't like about this? Task. They're given a list of students where each student represents a tuple containing their name, age, and grade. Sort the students by their age in ascending order. What? The sorting, I'm not sure. Let's see. What? I'm not even showing the thing. Are you serious? Yo, it was good, Yanni. I missed out on showing all this. I've been talking without showing what I was looking at. Sorry if I saw your text late. I'm trying to understand the details of this code. Sort students by their age in ascending order. So what did my original code look like? In ascending order. So we can look at the sorted here, right? This is the code for it. And extracted. We're saying the key here is the age. But I don't know about ascending order. Like, how does that done? I guess we can look it up, shall we? Everything is just AI assisted. Both sorted or listed sorted. What the fuck is you sorted? List from elements of any iterable. Okay, that's good. So ascending order is big to small, right? 5, 1, 4. Huh? Ascending. Descending is decreasing. Ascending. Okay. Yeah, okay. It goes from small to big. List of sorted method sorts the list in place, modifying the original list directly by default. It sorts in ascending order. So both sort in ascending order by default. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Custom sorting with key, both sorted. On this is sorted, accept an optional key argument which specify a function to be called on each list element prior to making comparison. This allows for custom sorting logic. For example, to sort things by their length in ascending order. Apple, banana, kiwi. You can say sorted words. Key equals to length. What the heck is len? Like, is that a keyword? This part is confusing. Is that a keyword that lets it know that you're talking about length? To sort in descending order reverse, parameters can be set to true. Oh, okay. If it is not specified, it defaults to false ascending order. So we need to put, okay, I see, sorted reverse equals to true. Where is that lambda function then? So we can have a lambda function as a key. Specify what position it is we want to add. We want to sort by, right? And then go from there. So if I go back, which each student is represented by a tuple containing their name, age, and grade. Name, age is the grade, okay. Sort the students by their age in ascending order. Use tuples or group the data. Use tuples to group the data under sorted function with a custom key. Reduce tuples to store, manipulate data. Consider using tuple unpacking if needed during sorting. This is so annoying, man. So this is gonna be something like shoot. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back, come here, try and code it this way. Should have a sandbox, right? Yep. Name is equals to main, say.
I feel lost.
Lost? What do you mean?
What is wrong here? Run. Nothing. Uh-oh. What's going on? I messed up somewhere. Oh, typo? My goodness, man. Attention to detail, bro. We know that's there. Okay, so now let's pick up our function objective. Hold on.
I feel lost.
How can I copy the whole response?
What do you mean?
Sorry, Donnie, 1 second. What's good, Donnie? How you living, man? Give me a moment. Or wait, remind me in the Discord. I need to focus right now. Then I'll answer you. But for Strike Derby, I say upgrade his Gamma first, at least to level 4. And then don't snatch anyone unless you're in a 1v1, especially if you're unranked. Use his alphas to pressure people, and then use his beta to grab only one person if their teammate is not close. If their teammate is too close, use the beta for movement. So beta away, and then alpha, and then get your Gamma to level 4 at least before you can start being really aggressive. So I would level up Gamma, then beta, or Gamma, then alpha if you want to play it safe. And then use the beta, at least one for movement. Or if their teammates are not close, grab somebody with it. Especially if you don't have a wall running tuning. Alright. Write a Python function that performs the sorted described. Okay, let's get to it then. So we know this is a tuple. Tuple. Tuple POC. By their age in descending order. So if you want to do this, doesn't that mean we can say for S in students, right? Wait, isn't that each tuple? Does that mean we can unpack a tuple in an array? Because I did this. Wait. This is V2. V2 is more or less a failure. Transform client is here. Age name. Yeah, so that's the position. Okay. So we can oh, that's what they meant. You can unpack. So that's part of the constraint, right? So the order is name, followed by age, followed by grade. And we can just do a sanity check real quick. Print, should do a print F. So name is name. Age, we'll say age. Now what's the last one? Grade. We're just doing this to debug to see if it's true. So if this is right, we should have the right representation of prints. Tuple POC. Okay, name Alice. Age 29, 22, grade 90. Okay, so we've unpacked this properly. Well, as intended, right? So we know we're unpacking it this way. Now, what is it asking for? It says sort the students by their age. Oh, by their age in descending order. So this is just a sorting, right? So we're not going to change anything in the tuple. We'll probably create a new tuple, right? But it says by their age in descending order. Does that mean, let me think about this. Let me go back to what it taught me, okay? It said something about sorting here. Sort. So go up. So what did sorted here do? It's sorted by the first index or the first position of the tuple using a lambda function, which is a headless function. So it's sorted by the age here. So I need to find the positioning of what that is and simply sort it that way and then return it. Is it that simple? Possibly. Let's comment that out. I'll say this is, let's say new tuple, because when we use sorted it gives us a new value, right? And so we are creating a new, wait. We don't need this to be in a loop. Why is this in a loop? Yeah, I disagree. I'm gonna take that back. I want to take that back. So we are going to enter our, what is the name of this? Oh, it's already here, students, yeah. So we have our students. This is a tuple already. I have a lambda function. Keys lambda, and then that's how we declare a headless lambda, right? Let me see if I remember. I'm saying, okay, give me a variable. This variable is representative of the elements of these students, right? So that's what x is representative for. And then we say x. What is x equals to? Well, not equals to, but what elements in the tuple do we want to sort this by? Is what this is asking, right? We want to say the age, so that should be the first index of this tuple because we have name, we have age, we have grade. So it should sort that already. What else is there? If two students have the same age, sort them by their grade. So it gives, oh, is that where the optional comes from? So how do we do that? What? So how do we specify conditions then? Wait, I have a function, right? So we're saying x. We have a condition. If we have a condition, usually it makes sense for us to check the conditions first. Like see if we meet the criteria for that condition. We need to check if the condition exists. If the condition exists, we code it. If it doesn't, we skip. Okay. So if this is a lambda function, how would this work? Can we do this here in place? Or do we have to create a custom function because a lambda function is not good enough? Let me finish this statement first. So, no, wait. If two students have the same age, sort them by their grade in descending order. I think we need an actual function for this, man. I don't know if lambda is good enough to fulfill this criteria. Having said that, what is that going to look like? Def sort students. And what is this taking in? The student. Bro, this is making me this thing is making me do more than I would be comfortable with. Man. Sorted. Yeah, if that were that easy. So we know how to do it by age at least. At least let's look, what does a partial success look like? Let's go for that. Because my curiosity is not necessarily allowing me to even focus on the drill itself. I'm going deeper into a subtopic, which is understanding the tuple data structure in Python. So I know what it does. We know what it does. It's a tuple. So it's semantically good for immutability, unpacking as well, readability to understand not to change certain objects. But the problem is knowing how to, I guess that's part of a good exercise anyway. So let me stop complaining. Sorted students. So here we're sorting by age. Simply sort by age and then print it out, and then we should see the order change. I want to create another print statement, say after. So this is the tuple before at the bottom. This is what it looks like now. After we've sorted it, we should see these sorted by age, because we are selecting the age element as a filter right there. The problem though is how to, one step at a time. Let's see. So that's tuple. I need to print this out. I need to change the position of where this is. That's my fault. Huh? Oh, okay, I see. Man, I have to do all of this again. I guess it's cleaner. I guess this is where it is helpful to display an output function. So I don't want to repeat doing this again. For name, blah blah blah, age and students, yeah. So print that out. Should print all of this out. And we'll do the same thing. We need to display this the same way as well. I really don't like this. I'm going to create I'll just call this output tuple. T or name agent T print T. We need to indent this. Yeah, now we can clean this up. I just really don't like seeing that sort of display. Output tuple students. Yep. And then here we'll call that function again. Output the new tuple, so now we can see before after in a cleaner way. (21, 22, 22, 23, 23). Okay, so that sorted it properly. The problem though is I guess we can look up how to create a custom function. Let me take a quick pause. 1 second. Thanks, you're welcome, you're welcome. You're so talented. I wouldn't have the patience to code. Yeah, I think you can. It's more of a, I guess, tolerance, right? You mod on Discord. Okay, nice. I haven't tried modding before. And this is similar to what I do for work. So it's one of those things where it's like, well, you're getting paid for it, so you might as well learn how to get better at it, you know? At least in my case. But I've been doing a lot of like tickets, problem solving, like software stuff. I have not had to code anything, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get rusty. And I'm testing myself right now. I'm definitely rusty. But it's the mindset that's important. But W Yani though, at least the fact you recognize its code means you're a, you know, you're a proper nerd as well. That's a compliment. So we've sorted this properly. We have all our clients here sorted by age. If you look at the prints before, it was all over the place. You know, we had 23 for Bob here, 23 for Bob below, but now it's 21, 22, 23, 23, right? But this hasn't fulfilled what our AI agent has asked us to. So what I'm trying to do is if you look at this prompt, right? If we go back to ChatGPT, that's a body, our AI agent. I asked it to challenge me on how to do this tuple, and it asks for sorting this. It asks to sort if several students have the same age, we need to sort them by their grade instead, right? Because oh, they're both the same age. Okay, who has the highest grade, right? How to do that is not clear, so I'm going to try and look it up without asking it how to, you know, so I'm not reliant on the AI. I'm just looking for, did it give hints when I gave this explanation? Because this is the original code I had, and my question was like, let's what's the opposite of factorization? Let's like simplify it. No, expand. Let's expand this out, this expression, right? So expanding out this expression, we've broken it down into a loop basically. But I guess okay. Here's where I'm stuck. I'm stuck at the part where how do we sort this in a different way? We need a ternary operator to say something like if these conditions are the same, then sort it this way, right? The problem is when I have this key equals to lambda, I'm not sure if we can do it with lambda. So without asking it, you know, like how, like, give me the answer. How do I say? Okay. I was able to sort this with my age. I'm being explicit, okay? I'm not cheating, okay? Without telling me the answer. Can you show me what an example of a ternary? I'm coming, Yanni. I'll check what you said. I'm just trying to get my thoughts out. A ternary using it should understand what iterable of how to check for multiple conditions. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit this, and then I won't look at what is replying to. Okay, then I'm gonna come here, and I'll say how to check for multiple conditions in Python's sorted function. To sort a list based on multiple conditions, Python sorted function. A key function, often a lambda. Okay, we're close. Is used to return tuple. We know tuple is a pair. The sorted function then uses the tuple for comparison sorted. What? The sorted function then uses tuple for comparison, sorting the list based on the elements of the tuple in order. Huh? Okay, we have items. Okay, wait, pause. I said I was gonna look at what Yanni said, so let's see. It's easy to you. You own a lot of servers. Okay, Yanni. I took a break from it though, but I'm back at it. Currently making a server for your TikTok/YouTube. Okay, man. A whole server. What's your server based off of? Is it Node? I know there are different providers. Is it like a cloud service? Like is it Google? Is it Azure? Is it AWS? Is it Node.js? Is it Apache? I'm just curious. That's dope though. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Man, look at you guys, man. Proud of ya. Alright, this tuple thing. Let's think about this. So we have, okay, items represents our list. Sort by the first element, then the second, then the third. Sorted items equals to sorted items key lambda 0. Oh, is that simple? Oh, it's just a tuple itself. So if there's multiple things, you use a tuple. Oh. So if my observation is right, I didn't even need to ask ChatGPT that then. This is why it's good to sort of like, I'm glad I did that. Like, I'm glad I actually asked it the question, then asked its answering with an example right? An abstract example, hopefully an abstract example. I'm looking it up myself because that way you have what is called reinforced reasoning because you had your own trail of thought and you want to validate the way you think so that way it's not affected by ChatGPT's bias to give you an answer that you then have to think about, you know? Like everyone thinks uniquely, so I was thinking about this in a different way, and I'm glad I asked it and didn't look so that I wouldn't start, basing my thoughts based on its answers, right? I actually had to think through the problem. Keylab does this. Okay, so this is saying sort by the 0th elements, the first elements, the third elements. Where in this case, what does this mean? Oh, it even said so in the comments. I didn't see that. Expected output. What an awkward example, man. Google is giving. Like, what does this even mean? 1B3, 2A, 1. But here's the problem. Even though we are going to use a tuple to make this sort of sorting, there needs to be a condition. So does this mean if everything... Will this work just using the positions? So we want to sort by age. If age doesn't work, we want to sort by grade. If we do the equivalent of this in our program, is it smart enough to know? Do we have to like manually check for equality, or is it going to do that? Actually, let's just find out. Straight up, let's find out. Just a little fan server, I guess. Okay, I mean that still counts though. But what is a fan server like? Fan server. Wait. Do you mean fan like a actual fan that turns around and cools things off? Or do you mean fan like fan base? Like people that are, you know, interested in a subject. Like you made a server for fans, or it's a fan for your server that spins to cool off your thing. Or people who support you, okay. Not bad. You see, the problem when I'm doing this sort of coding, well, I don't know if it's a problem, is you have to get very specific. So anytime people start asking me questions, I'm like, but what does that mean? You know? Because computers, even AI is not smart as... AI is not smart. It's... The intelligence comes from its ability to parse through a lot of information for us, but it's not smarter than people, you know? Like you can easily hallucinate and make mistakes. It's increasingly getting better, you know, but not that smart. Alright, where was I stuck on? Oh yeah, coding. Proof of concept. Proof of concept. So here's what I think. All we need to do is this. Okay? You know what? I'll do one better, okay? This is after sorting. We're gonna title the heading here. So after sorting POC with age only. Then we'll create another line of code here to say with age and grade, right? And if our hypothesis is right, what we should see down here, right? Let me just get the code down. What's the time? How many? It's definitely over an hour, because I know I've been... Oh yeah, it's time to game. I need to game, then come back into this. I'm very determined to write a full ETL code and get proficient in this by end of the night. So I need to hop on my hero, play some games, see how some friends are doing, and then get back into it. Um, oh yeah, what was I talking about? So if our theory is right? We're sorting by age. We need to sort by grade, so that's going to be what, the second element? Because we know the elements go in this order of for the tuple. Name, age, grade. So we're specifying the third element. My question is, do we need to check for equality, right? Like, is this good enough? And the syntax for this is wrong, actually. It needs to be encapsulated inside a tuple object. So we're telling this program, hey, you're going to sort the students based on age, which is the x in index 1, and that if not, after sorting by age, we want to sort by grade. So what should change here? Here, the expected output, right, should be what should this be? So this is just by age right now. We know, okay, Alice and Charlie have the same age. Wait, did they give a specification? They said in their grade in descending order. So that's interesting. By default, we know it's going to do it in ascending order, but their grade in descending order, which means we're going to start with the bigger grade of the two, right? Sheesh, that's another factor, man. There's almost 3 parts to this problem. There's the sorting by age, then by grade, then grade by specifically descending order, which is not a default way of doing this. This is actually a well thought out exercise. I thought it would be a breeze, but here we are, 15 minutes later. So descending order, this is already in descending order apparently, you know. So Alice and Charlie would look the same. Nothing would change there because between both ages, Alice has a higher grade than Charlie. Now at the bottom part here, it should be flipped. We should see Eve then Bob. But here's the problem. How do we specify that with this? Because by default it's going to go ascending order. So my theory is if we run it just the way it is now, nothing's going to change. That's what I think. When we run it this way. So we're going to see 3 outputs. We'll see the default, no sorting. Tuple POC, no sorting. After we'll see by age. After we'll see by age and grade. But nothing would change. But ideally it should look like this. It should be swapped. Eve should show up and then Bob. But I don't think we're going to have that output. So we need to find a way of how to say by descending order. Okay, so look at this. This is what we originally had, right? It's unsorted. Here, we've printed out by age only, right? We see by age only at the bottom of the screen. By age, true, it worked as expected. Now we put by age and grade, which is the third element, because indices start from 0 in the program. So 2 is actually 3, in case anyone that's not programming is wondering why you say third element, but it's 2 here. The 2 is a 3 because indexes start from 0 from the computer. Okay, we said age and grade. And lo and behold, we did not get the output we wanted. Nothing changed between both because we don't know how to specify the grade should be in descending order. Alright, now that we've actually thought this out through this way, let's see what ChatGPT said. And let me see what you said. Also, I need people to be specific. I get confused a lot. Okay, yeah, W-mans. Specificity helps most of the time, you know. I can see some places where you can't afford to be specific. Like when you ping danger ping in My Hero, it's like, does that mean a teammate is low? Does that mean you need help? Does that mean you need backup, you know? So we take our best guess. Right, what did ChatGPT say? Let me switch over. Mute this, come back here. What's our AI assistant saying? Oh, okay. Look at this. Reverse. Reverse is equals to false. Would you look at that? Reverse is equals to false. But how do we specify that for the grade? Because we're sorting in two ways. We're sorting by age, we're sorting by grade. So how do we make the reverse false, or true in this case, right? Because if we say reverse equals to true, that means we're doing it in descending order. By default, it's ascending. Iterable key function that takes an element from the iterable and returns a value used for sorting. The key function is very powerful because it lets you define complex sorting rules. For multiple conditions, you can return a tuple from the key function, where each item in the tuple represents a sorting criteria. Age, let's consider a list of students, name, age, grade, and we want to sort by age in ascending order. If ages are equal, sort by grade. I don't like where this is going. Why is it almost telling me? Didn't I specify this thing without telling me the answer? If I see this, I'm gonna be disappointed, and I'll ask it to give me a harder question. Custom sorting function. What is that negative? Is that the equivalent of doing the reverse equals to true? What? The sorted function will sort by age, ascending, and if two students have the same age. What? Wait, it will sort by negative grade descending because we negate the grade? Why is the syntax like that? You just put a negative behind it? Man, can you believe that, chat? That's all it took. Well, I'm assuming that's all it took. So here we just need to put negatives. Is that it? What's good, Monkey Rat? How you doing, man? Yeah, it's Python. Some Python. I used to be really proficient at Java, and then I switched. I switched to Python because of my work responsibility changed. Helping a different department. Okay, so if this is right, we're gonna see Eve should be above Bob because Eve has a higher grade than Bob. They're all sorted by age right now, and then we're gonna switch because we've put this in descending order as instructed by AI agent or AI study body rather. And there you have it. Look, we have our desired result, and that's it. Okay, interesting tuple. I'm gonna do one more thing real quick. I'm gonna put in a memo. Yeah, okay. So for our memo, this is kind of our takeaway for learning. Tuple is used for immutability. And helps with pairing. And So that's one major takeaway I took from this. And the next thing we can also mention is we just need to say the lambda is a headless function where we can lambda in sorted function is a headless function where we can specify multiple conditions using a tuple which represents the index of the tuple the index position
I feel lost.
of how
Lost.
we want to sort the tuple. For a single I can't spell descending order. Descending. There we go. The x, where x is representative of the element, and then x. It wasn't just x, it was x position like 0. We can just say n. Let me use numbers, because I'll remember if I use numbers. Like 1,
Lost.
and then in this case we put what, 2, right? As shown above. Alright, chat, that's it. It was a very nerdy session. It's a nerdy session, but we're gonna switch it up. What's good? Shaq in the building. We're going to do some My Hero gameplay. I'm going to check the Discord. Oh yeah, y'all check, slide by the Discord link. I might be doing monthly giveaways, possibly. 9 likes. Dang, guys, y'all some proper nerds. Love to see it. Yeah, we've done the hustling, and now it's time for some gameplay. Work hard, play hard. You know what I'm saying? So we are going to get into that. So I'll catch you guys soon. Let me give the shout out. Shout out to Ilya. Dang, I never said hi to Ilya. Shout out to Ilya. MK Don't Play Country. 95 the Master. Yanni. Donnie. Monkey Rat. Anime. And Shalalala Shack. Time for the games. So let's begin.